Hello and welcome back to Medellin Knitting. Today I'll be doing a review of the Chiaogoo 7400C complete 4-inch red twist lace needles, as well as their 7400M minis for doing lace. I buy all of my products because I'm in Colombia through Artstiga, and they sell on Amazon, Etsy. I will provide a link in the description to. I just wanted to do a quick little review on these. I just got them in from Amazon and Artstiga yesterday, just a few days ago. I've already started knitting a project here. Shawl project I'm working on, which I wanted to show the joint between the needle and the cable. Absolutely incredible. There is almost nothing there and zero drag when you're putting your stitches over that joint. There is no drag whatsoever. Also, the cables, stainless steel with nylon. These things are incredible. Most needles that I knit with, because I use like this, 3 fingers and a thumb for the actual needle, and I tend to knit very close so the needles fit in the palms of my hand. There is no memory in these. They bounce right back to shape as soon as I'm done. These needles do have, the cable actually has a hole there that, as you can see, I've got a safety line in my lace work. I use dental floss for these. You simply run it through the cable like that, throw a small slip knot in there, and you knit away. You knit through your work, and as the needle goes through the work, you end up with your safety line. Also, if you are getting finished up with your work for the day and you have a bulb safety pin, you, instead of putting on the stoppers, which are included in this set, you can literally just put the bulb pin there, throw these in your bag, and go, knowing that your work will not slide off these needles. You can also use the stoppers that are included, which it comes with needle gauge, stitch markers, stoppers, and cable connectors for the 2 sizes. But this set, really love it, and I'd highly recommend this set. It's one of my favorites now. I also did purchase the mini, and the mini comes with its own kit that has needle gauge, different style packaging, and this is for lace work. This kit's the 000 to 1.5 US sizes. It comes with its own toolkit with cable connector, end stoppers, stitch markers, and tighteners, as well as its own cable set with 2 8-inch, so you can make a 16-inch for, say, socks. You can add an 8 and a 14 for a hat, whatever, and 22-inch. So just wanted to say these are way better than I would have ever expected. I have been an Addy fan for years. I've got the Addy Click Turbos. I've got about 16 different fixed circulars from Addy. Used them for years since they first came out, and this has changed my knitting due to the fact that I knit the smaller sizes. I do lace with 000s, all the way to 5/0. That's 5 zeros. I believe that's a 1 millimeter or a 0.75 millimeter. I think it's an actual 1 millimeter needle that I do bookmarks with, and I do a lot of socks and smaller gauge stuff. I really like fingering weight and DK, so I typically use from size 4 and below. But the set is incredible. The tips, very sharp, as you can see there, very sharp. They slightly sharper than the leading competitor. You also notice here at the shoulder of the taper, you can visibly see that change in the shoulder. Not so much here on the Chiaogoo. This point helps with getting into knit two together and slip knits. It's night and day difference. This more blunt, rounded tip, always I am fighting to get into my slip knits and my knit two togethers. Secondly, if you look at the cable itself, there's virtually no memory in this cable. It just wants to be. The leading competitor always wanting to coil, always, because it doesn't have that stainless steel inside. It's just straight nylon. Also, with the way that I hold the needles, three and a thumb and put into my palm, it always wants to bend right there. It now keeps that shape. Whereas these do not. They have no memory. Also, the texture of the needle, while this is slick and smooth. I don't know if they coat them, what they do, but these needles, these red twists, are absolutely incredible. The stitches just glide. They just glide. No hang up whatsoever. As I stated, the joint, non-existent. Other brands, you can visibly catch. And when knitting in small gauges, this drag at this joint that catches is a nightmare. It's always slowing you up because you have to manipulate the stitches over the joint. Here, you're just putting the stitches across the joint. Easy peasy. Lack of memory in the cables. The connection between the needle and the cable. The sharpness of the point. The smoothness of these needles, incredible. The other thing, the price point between a set that only goes down to size 4 and I believe up to size, what is this? I'll take a look. Size 11, I paid more for those than I paid for a complete set from size 2 to size 15. Night and day difference. This is a game changer. If you're thinking about buying these, I would recommend that you buy them.